Yes, ready, start. Honorable Speaker, Sir, top 50 tourist destination sites in the country will be developed in partnership with states through a challenge mode. Land for building key infrastructure will have to be provided by states. Hotels in those destinations will be included in the infrastructure HML. The following measures will be taken for facilitating employment led growth. One, organizing in initiative skill development programs for our youth, including in institutes of hospitality management to providing mudra loans for home stay. 3. Improving ease of travel and connectivity to tourist destinations for providing performance linked incentives to states for effective destination management, including tourist amenities, cleanliness, and marketing efforts. And 5. Introducing streamlined e-visa facilities along with the visa fee waivers for certain tourist groups, continuing with the emphasis on places of spiritual and religious significance in the July budget. There will be a special focus on destinations related to the life and times of Lord Buddha to implement private sector driven research development and innovation incentive announced in the July budget. I am now allocating rupees 20,000 crore in the next 5 years under the PM Research Fellowship Scheme. We will provide 10,000 fellowships for technological research in IITs and IISc with enhanced financial support. The second, Jene Bank with 10 lakh gigantic lines will be set up for future food and nutritional security. This will provide conservation support to both public and private sectors for gigantic resources. We will start a national geospatial mission to develop foundational geospatial infrastructure and data using PM Gati Shakti. This mission will facilitate modernization of land records, urban planning, and design of infrastructure projects. Agyan Bharatam mission for survey, documentation, and conservation of our manuscript heritage with academic institutions, museums, libraries, and private collector will be undertaken to cover more than 1 crore manuscripts. We will set up a national digital repository of Indian knowledge systems for knowledge sharing. We will set up an export promotion mission with sectoral and ministerial targets driven jointly by the Ministries of Commerce, MSME, and Finance. It will facilitate easy access to export credit, cross border factoring support, and support to MSMEs to tackle non tariff measures in overseas markets. A digital public infrastructure, Bharat Trade Net to international trade will be set up as a unified platform for trade documentation and financing solutions. Support will be provided to develop domestic manufacturing capacities for our economies, integration with global supply chains. Sectors will be identified based on objective criteria. Facilitation groups with participation of senior officers and industry representatives will be formed for select products and supply chains. Through this, there are huge opportunities related to Industry 4.0, which needs high skills and talent. Our youth have both. Our government will support the domestic electronic equipment industry to leverage this opportunity for the benefit of the youth. A national framework will be formulated as guidance to states for promoting global capability centers in emerging Tier 2 cities. This will suggest measures for enhancing availability of talent and infrastructure building by law reforms and mechanisms for collaboration with industry. Our government will facilitate upgradation of infrastructure and warehousing for air cargo, including high value perishable horticulture or produce. Cargo screening and customs protocols will be streamlined and made user friendly. Over the past 10 years, our government has implemented several reforms for convenience of taxpayers, such as faceless assessment, taxpayers charter, faster returns, almost 99% returns being on self-assessment, and Vivad Se Viswas scheme. Continuing these efforts, I reaffirm the commitment of the tax department to trust first, scrutinize later. I also propose to introduce the new income tax bill next week. The FDI limit for the insurance sector will be raised from 74 to 100%. This enhanced limit will be available for those companies which invest the entire premium in India. The current guardrails and conditionalities associated with foreign investment will be reviewed and simplified. Public sector banks will develop Grameen credit score framework to serve the credit needs of SHG members and pupils in rural areas. Requirements and procedures for speedy approval of company mergers will be rationalized. The scope for fast-track mergers will also be widened and the process made simpler. In the last 10 years, in several aspects including financial and non-financial, our government has demonstrated a steadfast commitment to ease of doing business. We are determined to ensure that our regulations must keep up with technological innovations and global policy developments. A light touch regulatory framework based on principles and trust will unleash productivity and employment. Through this framework, we will update regulations that were made under old laws to develop this modern, flexible, pupil-friendly and trust-based regulatory framework appropriate for the 21st century. I propose for specific measures a high-level committee for regulatory reforms will be set up for a review of all non-financial sector regulations, certifications, licenses and permissions in the financial sector. Stop.